In the pantheon of legendary Boston Celtics, Paul Pierce ranks among the greatest. Second all-time on Boston's career scoring list, the truth helped lead the Celtics to 2 finals appearances, winning an NBA championship and finals MVP in 2008.
There's Paul Pierce cutting in the basket.
Paul was the truth. I felt competing against Paul, and I knew early on, a guy who had the kind of footwork and fundamentals and skills as a rookie was just incredible.
They're spinning through traffic and scoring.
He had the inside reverse, the jab step, the ball fake. Wasn't super quick, didn't beat you with speed or quickness, but just angles, understanding how to make the right reads, reading the defender and how they're shifting their body. He was as hard as anybody I've ever played against to guard. Just an offensive force.
Pierce driving on Stoudemire, the jumper, yes! With 0.4 of a second left.
If there's not that much time on the clock and it's in Paul Pierce's hand, I'm nervous, you know. And he has hit big shots. I've been on the end of his big shots, and he was fearless.
Pierce for the game. Yes!
It could be the most tense moment, and he had that confidence. He had that swag. Every time he stepped on the court, you know, you could tell as soon as he put that headband on, oh boy. The cape is on, and he's ready to go.
And there's no secret, Paul Pierce is getting the basketball.
Pierce puts it up for the win. Knocks it down. Celtics win.
It's only one truth, baby. Paul Pierce is probably go down as one of the biggest big shot makers, you know, a champion, a finals MVP, and he's Boston's own, man. If they ever consider changing the Lucky mascot, they need to change it to Paul Pierce, you know what I'm saying? Because he is truly Boston green.
I got a chance to see Paul Pierce at a young age in high school, going out to California with my former teammate, Harold Miner, and watching him in a gym and going, this guy has a chance to be one of the best players ever. Take that to another level, you got a chance for him to be one of the best Boston Celtic players, which they had a tradition out this world for him to step in and be considered one of the best Boston Celtic players.
Pierce backs him down, spins around him, and scores off the window.
Paul Pierce, you know, everybody said they should have a statue. He should have a plate, a metal plate put in on that left wing mid-post, because that's where he did 90% of his damage. Paul Pierce had a spot on the floor that you could not let him get to.
Here comes Pierce.
When we drafted Paul, I was so excited. I don't think a lot of people knew. Paul Pierce slipped in the draft. I mean, he was supposed to probably be a top 3, top 4 pick. He ended up falling, I think, 10 to us with the Celtics, and he had a real chip on his shoulder. One thing I always tell people, Paul was angry. He was the angry rookie. He was pissed that he was not taken higher. He wanted to prove to everybody in the league that he should have been a top 5 pick. So he had that chip on his shoulder right away coming in, and that's always stood out to me. And the work began.
Pierce to the basket.
He jumped right in and was very aggressive, really willing to learn. Just a fierce competitor, a guy who wanted to win, who wanted to be great. We all know Paul and how competitive he is. He wants to be the best player, no matter if he's playing against Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant. He looked forward to those matchups.
Bring it, big fella. Show me what you got. Pierce pulls up for a 3, and that's what I've got.
Sean, you talk about Paul Pierce, you have to know that his nickname is The Truth. Very fitting when you consider that he is widely considered one of the greatest Boston Celtics to play. How did he get there?
Well, the truth about Paul Pierce is, number one, he was cut from his varsity team not once but twice. So, you know, a tough start to his NBA, his basketball career. But then he was born and raised in Inglewood, California, with the Lakers playing at the Forum not too far away. He became a big-time Lakers fan, and he hated the Boston Celtics. Lo and behold, he becomes one of the most beloved Celtics in team history, the number 2 scorer after John Havlicek, and of course, he was the heart and soul of the 2008 NBA championship team. Paul Pierce was known for just making a lot of clutch shots, big-time showdowns with NBA stars. Just a terrific, terrific career in Boston, the team he grew up hating.
And you mentioned his teammates, Ray Allen, Kevin Garnett, also members of the NBA 75 team. What an honor.
And he blended well with them. And of course, that championship banner was raised in Boston once again.
I, Dr. Shaquille O'Neal, was the one who named Paul Pierce the truth. Because in high school and college in California, Paul was already a legend. You know, people would talk about, oh, he's this, he's that, he can score, he can shoot, he can do that. And you hear these stories all the time. One of the first times I played against him, and all the rumors and all the stories that I heard, he was scoring the ball, handles, great passes, a great player. And I, after the game, after he had a great game against the great late Kobe Bryant, rest in peace, I said, you know what, Paul Pierce is the truth.